Hi guys. So, according to my content calendar, okay, maybe let me get rid of this. So, according to my content calendar, I'm supposed to be vlogging today, which is election day. I woke up. What time did I wake up today? So basically, let's set the scene. Let's set the scene. So it's been a bit of an intense few weeks, and um, I am genuinely struggling to like balance work and life and so in life, I mean, I'm struggling to balance like spending time alone and spending time with friends. Sometimes I find myself absolutely overwhelmed with like planning meeting people, and so I don't, and then I don't get time to spend time with myself, and then it's usually such a bad thing because then I get into a really bad headspace and I have a lot of like anxiousness and like stress mainly. And then of course I get my headaches that I'm like constantly getting. This at this point I don't even know what causes the headaches. Like I don't know if it's stress or like different hormonal things happening in my body, but like constant headaches and stuff like that. So I decided to take August to kind of like stop meeting people and stop planning meeting people. So what that means is I'm personally not like reaching out to anybody and being like, hi, let's meet this month, as much as I really want to, because I know one of my friends is back in Kenya and I really want to see her before she goes back. But yeah, as much as I really want to, I'm really trying to like not initiate meeting people, at least for the first 2 weeks of the month, and then we'll see. After the first 2 weeks, we're going to see how the next 2 weeks are going to look for me. I think I personally have enjoyed this past like week or two, not because last week was fast. Yeah, so this past week at least, just like not meeting people and not trying to meet people, and I find myself wanting to text someone and be like, hi, what are you doing on this day? Like, you know, but it's kind of stressful, so I'm taking a break from that. So anyway, today is election day, and I basically just like woke up and I was okay. Maybe let me get rid of that. So I woke up and I basically edited a few clips that I had in my phone. So I didn't know what video I was going to post. Today is my posting day and I'm really trying to be consistent with it. I just got 200 subscribers and I'm so happy. So now I'm starting to actually like pay attention to subscriber count. I wasn't honestly, because for me I feel like YouTube is just like a hobby right now. Like I'm really enjoying documenting my life, and when my phone was stolen, I was so grateful that I've been posting stuff, because it's like even if I don't have stuff on like Google Photos or whatever, I still have stuff on YouTube, which what is gonna happen? YouTube is gonna crash. Let me not jinx it, but yeah, so anyway, I'm very grateful about that. So I don't really like, I haven't really been paying attention to subscriber count just because it's like a hobby for me, and like in a way, I don't really want, like, I'm kind of like, I don't want too many people watching my life because it just feels like too many eyes. But I guess now we'll say that I am aiming for 300 subscribers in the next 6 months, So 100 more in the next 6 months is basically my plan. And to implement that plan, I need to post more frequently. So I'm trying to post shorts, and so one video a week, because that's all I can give. Honestly, that really is all I can give. One video a week on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. and then shorts on Thursdays, and then I think maybe I'll do, because I did a short on Sunday and I really like that, so I guess I'll do shorts on Sunday as well. So shorts on Sunday, shorts on Thursday, a video on Tuesday, and kind of like stick to that for the next 6 months and see how it goes. Hopefully it raises subscriber count. And I don't know, I just feel like also I'm remembering that I love documenting my life. Like I'm remembering that I love sharing my thoughts, and I just, I really, really like it. And going through past pictures and videos in my Google Photos from like 2018 and seeing how much I used to document, even if I wasn't posting anywhere, because I started this channel in like 2020. And it was like 2020 March, and I started because of faith, and I didn't realize that like even in my own personal life, like I just loved documenting stuff. I just never posted it. So anyway, kind of fun. So today's election day. I'm kind of excited. It's the first time I'm going to vote. I don't even know, like it's like 10 o'clock and we haven't yet gone to vote. So I'm really wondering if my parents are planning to go and vote or not. Not sure. Anyway, hopefully I just like go and vote, because and then I definitely am not going to be able to take you with me. Like, I'm not going to be vlogging while I'm voting, and the reason why I'm not doing that is because my phone just got stolen, so I'm still extremely traumatized. So I don't take my phone out in public at all. Like, it doesn't matter where I am, even in like public car, I barely do, because then I'm hearing stories of people who are getting their like thieves are opening windows and stealing phones like that. Like, so I'm a little bit anxious right now, so we'll not take you for that, but I shall tell you how I felt after exercising my civic duty today, which is quite exciting. Yeah, and so this is gonna be next week's video, so I hope you enjoy it. Hi guys, so back from voting. Here's the mark to prove it that I voted. There we go. Yeah, so I was going to actually like record some parts of it, but then I don't know, I just like chickened out in the end. I tried and then I chickened out and I was like, oh, can't do it. So I'm just here to give you my experience voting. So essentially this is what happens when you're voting. So watch this anytime you're going to vote, basically. So essentially you have to register. So you get a voter's card, and then you register as a voter. I don't even know what the voter's card is. I think that used to be used in the past. Now there's no card. You just registered, and then now on the polling day you go. I can look at how dry I am over here, guys. Send tips. Anyway, so on the voting day you go to the polls and you just go to like your different stations, and then there's like different, in one station there's like different polling stations as well. So let's say it's from 1 to 23, for example. So apparently there's something you're supposed to do, like star something and get your station. And so my sister did that for me today when we got there, because I didn't know that was a thing, guys. Adult things, who knew? Anyway, so my sister did that for me, and then so we figured out which station I was at. And then when I went to figure a line, first of all, I think I even had my own thing. So when I went, I stood in a line, and then some lady comes, she was like, did you show me your ID? So I gave her my ID. Then she sent me to now like another one. She was like, go to that one, like that's where your stuff is. And I was like, okay, fine, cool. So I went, and then we're standing in line, and essentially there's like a person there who's checking biometrics. So you give them your ID, and then I think they scan it or something, and then it brings up your name, like all your information, and then they kind of just like verify that it's you, and they say like your name. So when you give your card, they say your name. So mine's like Wonyang. I was like, yes. So then they verify that it's you, and then now you move on to getting your ballot papers. Then there's 3 people arranging ballots, right? So each person has 2 ballot papers that they're like passing out, and they have to stamp it to show that it's actually IEBC. And then after that, you go now to do the actual like ticking or crossing or putting a mark, just whatever you want to do. And yeah, so then there's like a small cubicle like this showing. There's a small cubicle to show like where you are supposed to now like do the actual ticking or crossing or whatever. You go, you do the ticking and the crossing. Then there's instructions at the top of the ballot paper, so you read those just in case you are feeling a little bit like scared. So I read them. Sometimes I need to just like read instructions to give me a little bit more peace. To be honest, like I feel like instructions give me peace. Like reading through them gives me peace, not because I didn't know, but just because it's like, okay, fine, like just center yourself and take some time to think about this. So anyway, yeah, so I did that, and then after that you go into now dropping them into the ballot boxes. And then there's like guys coming there to tell you, okay, we're starting with white. So you pick the white one, you fold it up nicely, you put it in, and you do that for each and every one. So it's white, green, I think peach, yellow, pink, and something else, I don't know. Yeah, so then blue, I think it's blue. So then there's those, and then you like drop them, you fold and drop, fold and drop, fold and drop, and then that's just it. And then you're done, and you walk out, and you have exercised your civic duty. Literally takes 5 to 10 minutes max. Like just, I mean, and if you get a line, you might be there for like 15 minutes, let's say, but like other than that, it's so efficient. Like that's one of the things that was really surprising to me, how efficient it is. Yeah, and I'm just like extremely excited, to be honest. Like, by the time this video is coming out, we will know who our next leaders are, and I am so freaking excited, just because it's like, I mean, I think I will be disappointed if the people I voted for don't win, but at the same time, it's like, oh my gosh, I actually did the damn thing, guys. Like, we did the thing and we're here, right? Like, adults, full grown adults. So I'm very excited about that. So yes, that is the voting story time. But let me tell you, initially there was just some craze. So at the beginning of the session, there's papers on the wall like this, as you're supposed to check which polling station you're in. Wow, my gosh, you guys, it's hectic. You're just looking at names on names. I never even found my name. So then we did the phone thing that I explained at the beginning, because you're just there looking, and then the sun. It's like, I'm tired of this. So anyway, quite fun. It was a great day. I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited for Kenya and the new leaders that we are electing. Honestly, I am a very big advocate for exercising your civic duty, civil rights. I think there's so much talk about like, oh, I don't want to vote, there's no point, it's all rigged, it's all whatever. But like, at the end of the day, I think all of these things can be true. But what can also be true is that you can also exercise your right. And you know, the thing is that like in the past, people used to use the excuse of like, I'm not gonna go and make a line for like a system that doesn't actually work. Now there's no actual queue, so you have no excuse. It's like literally it doesn't take anything in your day to just like go and vote. But if you are choosing not to be honest, I mean, at this point it doesn't even matter. But like, if you are continuously choosing not to exercise your right, you know, again, personal decision. We're in a democratic system, which means people do whatever they want to do, you know. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Nothing.
No, no. The first two, the last.
And we have ensured that we have improved.
The nation has been anxious, but we want to urge all Kenyans, let us now put our anxiety aside.
Ruto William Samoei, number of valid votes, 7,000,000.